The Minions movies are easily some of the best animated films ever made. But have you ever noticed the tiny mistakes and plot holes that slipped into these awesome movies? Let's start with one of the biggest timeline headaches in the franchise, Gru's age. According to his official profile, Gru was born in 1960. In the first movie, we see him remembering the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing on TV, which makes perfect sense. He'd be about 9 years old. But then, Minions, the Rise of Gru completely breaks the timeline. During the movie theater scene where young Gru and the Minions set off a stink bomb, the marquee is advertising Jaws, a movie that didn't come out until 1975. That would make Gru around 15. Yet, later in the film, he explicitly tells the Vicious Six he's 11 and a half. Make up your mind, animators. It's a total continuity mess, even if it doesn't make the cartoon any less fun. This next mistake is almost impossible to unsee once you notice it. When Otto returns to the lair with the Zodiac Stone, there are 4 kids playing ball in the background. At first, the girl in the yellow dress clearly has dark skin, but literally seconds later, after Otto trips and falls face first into the mud, the camera cuts back to the kids. Suddenly, the exact same girl has light skin. No magic, no tan, just a major coloring oversight that somehow made it into the final cut. Speaking of Otto's mud bath, right after face-planting, he accidentally tosses the medallion into the air. Trying to save it, he slides down a plastic playground slide. Now, that might wipe off a little dirt, sure. But in the very next frame, as he leaps into the air, Otto is suddenly sparkling clean, looking like he just stepped out of a luxury spa. Even the duck flying by looks completely bewildered. Now let's jump back to the first Minions prequel. One of the funniest segments is the road trip with the bank-robbing family. As the Minions first climb into the back seat, you can clearly see Bob's little lunchbox sitting right next to him, the one keeping his beloved teddy bear safe. Cut to the very next shot after they settle in, the lunchbox has completely vanished into thin air. Earlier in that same movie, while hitchhiking to Villain Con, the Minions spot a colorful hippie van. Take a close look at its license plate, D6413. Just one shot later, a silent old lady's car drives past, wearing the exact same plate. Looks like someone on the animation team got a little lazy and hit copy-paste instead of designing a new number. Okay, this next one is absolutely insane and will blow your mind. In the first Minions movie, there's a quick scene featuring clothing mannequins in a store window. Look closely at their faces. They are an exact carbon copy of Lucy Wilde. Yes, that Lucy, the secret agent from Despicable Me 2 who eventually marries Gru. Here's the problem. Minions takes place in the late 1960s, back when Gru was just a kid. This means Lucy should also be a little girl at this time. How did store mannequins get her exact adult face decades before she grew up? Most likely, Illumination just recycled Lucy's 3D asset from a previous movie to save time, hoping nobody would notice. But you can't fool hardcore fans. This is a massive plot hole. Quick trivia break. What is a Minion's absolute favorite food? If you know the answer, drop #banana in the comments right now to prove you're a true fan. Back at Villain Con, there's an awesome hidden detail in the background. You can spot a young Gru, his eccentric mom, and a younger Dr. Nefario showing off his brand new freeze ray. This sets up a huge continuity problem for the Rise of Gru. In that film, when Gru goes to interview for the Vicious Six, he walks into Dr. Nefario's shop and they interact like complete strangers. Nefario hands him the sticky gun as if it's their first time meeting, completely ignoring the fact that they already crossed paths at the convention years earlier. One of the coolest members of the Vicious Six is definitely Nun Chuck, the nun who literally fights with nunchucks. During the mini-boss chase scene, she flings her weapon at Gru and the Minions. The camera drops into this epic slow-mo shot as the van flies overhead, and that's where the animators messed up. Even in slow motion, you can clearly see those flying nunchucks have 4 sections instead of 2. If this scene played out at normal speed, the motion blur would have hidden it perfectly. But since it's slowed down to a crawl, the extra pieces stand out like a sore thumb. During Scarlet Overkill's grand entrance, 3 hardcore fans dressed exactly like her are sitting right in front of the stage. The director literally highlights them. Yet, a split second later, the camera angle changes to a wide shot, and those 3 fans vanish without a trace. Did they disintegrate from pure excitement, or did the animators just forget to render them? Either way, we caught it. Here's an incredibly subtle mistake inside the family's car that's super easy to miss. The mother is slicing up an apple for the minions. In one shot, the curved handle of her knife is pointing upward, but after a quick cut, the exact same knife is suddenly flipped upside down, with the handle pointing toward the floor. Blink and you'll miss it. Finally, let's look at one of the sweetest moments in the Rise of Gru, where Bob wakes up from a nightmare and climbs into Gru's bed. The bedroom walls are covered in Vicious 6 posters. When Kevin joins them a moment later, look right behind Gru's head. There's a Wild Knuckles poster clearly visible. But as soon as Kevin lies down, the poster mysteriously vanishes from the wall. Classic animation slip-up. If you love deep dives into animated movies and cartoons, you'll definitely want to click the video on your screen right now. Check it out and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.